have to. Right, so last thing I was talking about in throat chakra was the birthright of that center, which is to speak your truth and hear the truth. I want to be able, my right is to speak my truth and hear the truth. What does hear the truth mean? Means I have the right to know the truth from you. I have the right that you tell me the truth, right? Now, if you look at it, children, if you're a parent, you would know that your child knows when you tell them you'll do something and then you do something else. Huh? Your child knows. Or if you think of your childhood, you knew when your parents or your parent lied. How scary is that thought? Now, the physical area that struggles in the throat chakra is the throat itself. So when you are unsure of yourself, unsure of how to express yourself, your throat might become or get croaky, scratchy, tickly. Even some people get high pitched, like, oh my God, or your voice is shaky. My son, when he's uncertain about something, his voice becomes so soft, and then I know that he's having problem expressing himself, and that's when I step in and help. And so for parents out there, you can excuse me, that wasn't funny. You can step in to help your child express themselves when you notice a change in the way they express themselves, even if it's a whiny noise, like when they do that whiny voice and you're like, oh my God, then they are struggling to freely and truly express themselves, right? Moving along. Areas also affected when we are unsure of ourselves, when we are unable to express ourselves freely, is the jaw. Our jaws get locked in some people, or when we clench our jaws at night, and then some wake up with their jaws hurt, and then they realize that they've been clenching that jaw all night. Or for other people, it's grinding their teeth during the night, even for some during the day when they are awake. Also coming down, it's our shoulders. We get these shoulders. We find ourselves always, our shoulders are, we are not stretched. They're very, very tight. And then that pain goes up to the neck. So from the jaw down to your shoulders, all that area, including your ears, is affected by any problems when you are unsure, uncertain of yourself, uncertain of a situation, when you anticipate the worst in your head, when you are unable to tell someone the truth, when you don't want to know the truth. So when you're feeling uncomfortable with truth or the lack of it, what do we do? What do we tend to do physically? We slouch our shoulders. It's like a subconscious reaction. You just sit there and then your shoulders are most of the time are in front of you. I'm trying to do it now. I wish you can see me, but I'm sure you can do it for yourself. It's like it is an automatic reaction to the tension in the shoulders. It's the tension there. And then what else in that area? Your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, your teeth, your ears. What else? It's the what's inside on the like organs. It's the thyroid gland. Some people have removed years ago still gets badly affected. You know, some thyroid glands are overactive and some are underactive, and these are on their own are real issues with real causes. Now, one of the issues we have in this center is depression, creativity, truth, and lies. Now, when we are in a good space, we express ourselves better. So, when I'm happy or I'm doing a good job at work, at my desk, and everything is going well, just waiting here, finishing so that lunch break comes and then I can chat with my coworker or whatever it may, you just feel good. What happens? You will talk truthfully. You will talk happily. You will talk freely. You won't feel like you're restricted in some areas. You won't feel restricted by that person. You're not intimidated. You are just feeling good. So you're expressing yourself well. And so when you're not in a good space, what happens? Our voices change. They go real high or real soft. So if this center is restricted in some way, what tends to happen is that we take part in one or two of these behaviors. Our voices go high or low. Also, we either become the dominant, which means it is it's a sign that the throat chakra is unbalanced, is when we are always imposing our opinions on others. We are imposing our thoughts and creativity on others. I'm more creative. My idea would work better in this project. My input is more valuable than yours. Now some people struggle and say, oh my God, I work with this total jerk, total pain of a person, when they actually need to take a step back and think, you know what, this person might be struggling with expressing themselves. You know, maybe they have a thyroid gland problem. Maybe one of their lower chakras are blocked. What I'm saying is, when somebody acts in a hideous way, when somebody acts in a really, really, really annoying way, yes, really out of normal, like it's not normal for someone to be so mean, it's not normal for someone to be such a jerk at work. You know what? It is normal when we went through a lot in our childhood, when we struggled with issues that you and 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 you never heard of, never seen, never went through. It's easier for us to judge. It's easier for us to call people names and put them in categories or categorize them in a certain way, and keeping distance from them because they are Now, if you've done that, you are the Everybody struggles. Every human being struggles with a certain thing. Now again, it's up to that human being to deal with these issues. If they refuse, that's when you take a step back. So you don't just give up on them. You don't just walk away from them. Unless they are total strangers and they have no effect whatsoever in your life, then if you can't help, if you don't want to help, walk away. But if that person is in your life constantly, whether workplace, family, home, friends, family friends, you know, step in, say something, guide if you'd like. It's up to you. I need to carry on. So, what what happens when a person becomes dominant in a conversation? What happens when a person becomes dominant in all situations? How do we know? Well, you can tell when or because they are being loud. Also, when they talk, they have no problem whatsoever being rude, making rude and abrupt accusations. They might even start interrupting you. And so when we're also not feeling confident, we have deficient voice. The voice becomes like a whisper. Have you ever spoken to someone, their voice is so low, you're like, dude, speak up or I'm walking away. You know, they just mumble. Or like I mentioned with the children, a whiny like voice. So that's when you know that if it's you, you're feeling low. I am feeling low, I am feeling depressed, I am not okay, and so my voice will be unclear. So, when you want to talk to someone, you're intimidated by the voice. Okay, your voice is low or husky, or there's no depth, I can't hear a meaning in that voice. People will know you lack confidence, and so they will not take you seriously. And as people get older, their voices do tend to change. They become more shaky, and we think that they're unconfident, but you know what? No, that's part of getting old. It has nothing to do with confidence when they are old people, right? But these old people, they know how they are being perceived. Unconfident, shaky, and so they do start feeling unconfident of themselves. And it, in time, affects them truly, because it's old age has the facade of I'm not important anymore. I'm not needed anymore. I am unproductive. I cannot contribute to the outside world. And so that can restrict the voice center, your throat center as an old person. All of these, self-judgments and fears of being unimportant in this society makes you feel, you might lose your confidence, and that's sad. And so, the sound of the voice, the type of the voice, the vibration of the voice influences the throat chakra tremendously. And so I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Leave your questions, leave your comments. Would love to see them. This has been beautiful. I can't wait to carry on so you can know more about the throat chakra, which most of my clients, I don't want to say all, most of my clients struggle with, including myself, until we learned how to be free and express ourselves truly. This has been Tharwat, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.